Give you guys a little walk around first before I start yapping. So it's 1990. This is the one I was working on, but for the people that don't know, this is the latest swap I've done. It's a 1990 original 5.0 5-speed. I'm in Northern California. This car's going all the way to Southern California. It's actually getting picked up today. It's dope as hell, man. I like it. It's got full drag suspension. So it's got a spool, a full spool. So yes, it is a hassle in regular driving. I probably don't recommend it for daily driving. It's got a Team Z anti-roll bar welded in up top. It's got a Team Z lower control arm solid, no sway bar, Team Z relocated uppers, and it's got strange adjustables, rebound and the stiffness, I believe. And then it's got aerospace brakes in the back. It's got aerospace brakes in the front. We hassled a lot. Big hassle to get it was a big struggle to get tailpipes on this car, but he absolutely wanted tailpipes on it, so we made it happen. But it was a hassle. My exhaust guy was pretty mad at me, but oh well, we made it happen. This is how he's gonna drive the car. It's got 28s in the back on slicks, and then aerospace brakes in the front as well. It's got strange 10-way adjustables, coilovers. I put the sway bar on there just to make it a lot, easier to drive on the streets. It's got a bump steer kit, AJE tubular K member. Car's got a AC. I made a video on how to do the AC stuff, but we wanted to kind of go with the look of like an old engine bay with a brand new motor in it, so we left it as is. It's got AC, power steering, power brakes. I don't really like this clutch cable. I don't like it, but that's what he bought. It's got a Volvo electric steering, Hydro Boost. The car itself is actually pretty damn nice. He bought it as a roller, I want to say. He might have, I might be wrong, but he bought it as a roller, I think. The interior is all there, not the best. It ain't got no back seats, but black interior, so kind of hard to find, can't complain. Pretty dope. Got all the stock gauges working. 6-speed T56 out of a 0304 Cobra with the T5 shift knob, but I mean, whoever drives the car knows that it's a 6-speed. So it's got the 6-speed, AED tuned as always. Fuse box right there. Fuel pump relay and maxi fuse in the kick panel. SCT handheld, only need that to swap tunes. It's got a cam lobe tune, so where it sounds like it's chopping. Julio, let me open the trunk for you guys real quick. It's got a cam lobe tune. It was tuned by AED, as all my cars are. It's got dude, the car is absolutely stock, like 100% stock. Here's a battery box. I wired loom, heat shrink, everything. Nice, neat little setup. It's got 100% stock, man. It's got a stock intake manifold. It's got a stock, literally stock airbox, stock everything. Stock all the way down to the paper air filter in the airbox. Like literally nothing on this car is aftermarket, except for the headers that are required for the swap. So other than that, it's my new little logo. Other than that, the car is absolutely stock, and it managed to put down 440 and I think 410 torque. These motors always make less torque than they do horsepower. So it made 440 horsepower and 410 torque. 440 is really high for a stock car. I was expecting it to make like 415, 420 maybe. being that it has a stock manifold and stock air box and everything is stock on the car. But it made 440, and it runs really good. The only thing I really don't like about the car is it's got a spool, like I said, so it's a little difficult to drive, but it's badass, dude. If you put street tires on it, this thing just burns them up all the way to fourth gear. No lie, like I'm not even exaggerating. But pretty basic swap again. Gen 2 t56 combo, real basic, but it runs super good, man. Like before I got the car tuned, I just felt like the car just felt really good. Like I was, I kept telling him, like, dude, the car feels amazing, dude. And when I took it to get tuned, it just proved that. The first pull, the car made like 430, and Sean at AED was even kind of like, holy crap, dude, this thing's making good power. And that's just what he uploaded like a little bass tune real quick, made a pull, and that's what it made. We didn't get a chance to dyno it before anything. He doesn't really do it, but it ran a whole lot better after the tune, and the numbers were actually pretty decent for what it is. So it's got 3-inch, and you are gonna have to curve the X pipe a little bit, or kind of smash it a little bit to clear the cross member, the transmission cross member, because no matter what you do, they hit. The Stifler's cross members always hit. So it's a 3-inch X pipe, V-bands, 3-inch X pipe, V-bands in the back. My mufflers that I always use, don't ask me which ones they are, and 2.5-inch tailpipes. So the exhaust can still come off. I actually took the exhaust off last night because he's picking up the car today. It's like a 6-hour drive. He's picking up the car today. And last night that I put the slicks and skinnies on there, this is how the car came. I realized that before, when I would test drive it, it would just spin and break loose. So I didn't really notice anything. But once I got on it with the slicks and skinnies on there and it wasn't breaking loose anymore, I kind of realized that it was riding the clutch. So it was riding the clutch a little bit in between shifts, and I was like, holy crap, man, I gotta fix this. So I called him. I said, hey man, look, here's what's going on. It's 10:30 at night. He's leaving like at 5 a.m. He left. He should be here in a little bit. And I'm like, dude, I gotta fix this. I can't let you take the car like this. So I basically found out that the pivot stud, and I'll probably make another video on this if enough people are interested, but the pivot stud will basically drastically affect it when you have a twin disc. I have a twin disc RST on here, stock T56, but it's got a RST in here, and it's a twin disc, so it makes it a lot thicker, a lot further back towards the transmission. So basically the pivot stud was too long, and it was allowing for it to like kind of push too far in, and the disengagement and engagement was taking way too long. So basically I'd hit the clutch, put it in first gear, I'd let out of first gear, and it like literally was all the way, the pedal was all the way back up before the car would start moving. I guess it's really not a big deal, but in between shifts, like if you're you're in first gear, boop, you're at 4,000, you gun it, and you try to bang second, it's taking too long. Your pedal, your foot has to come all the way up. By then you're already giving it gas, you're gonna slip the clutch. So I ended up, luckily I had an adjustable pivot stud, and it worked out. I cut like a 1/4 inch off of it. I put it in there. I basically shortened the stock pivot stud from the stock, not the actual stock pivot stud, but I shortened it 4.5 millimeters less than the original one, and it's perfect now. It's like about maybe an inch or two, probably like 2 inches off of the floor where the car starts rolling, and it's good now. So now I feel comfortable with him taking the car, and not gonna have any issues with it. So here's a car I just wanted to show to y'all before it makes its exit. It's not gonna be here anymore. It's going back to Southern Cali. Here it is, another good little basic swap that technically you can daily drive it. I don't see a problem daily driving this thing because the clutch is super soft. Like I said though, the only thing is the spool makes it a little bit difficult, but Other than that, it's pretty good. Again, man, if you guys, I'm not really too active on YouTube, but if you guys want to hit me up on Instagram, it's PCP Allen, PCP ALAN. Hit me up on there. My page is public, so yep. Let me know you guys came from YouTube, though. All right, man. Till next time.